Buongiorno and welcome back to Koi Fish Johnny. Okay, I've literally just finished watching the video that I am uploading currently to be released, which is the prediction of, unfortunately, the order of death for the fish in the pond due to the issue I'm encountering in relation to bacteria and the effect it is having on my pond. I watched the video and it made me feel sad. So, on reflection on this, I'm gonna take a 2-month break now from doing any recordings. There aren't any mitigating circumstances surrounding the reasons for me to stop publishing the videos. It's literally just a decision that I'm making. One, it isn't very good for me to be doing these videos. Oh, the situation isn't a great one to be sharing out there, but unfortunately, as I've got a pond that is shared with you guys, you have to understand the position that I'm in relation to my fish, and that's why I can't avoid just like, I'm not going to pretend something hasn't happened and go past it. I'm just going to share where I'm at. So where I'm at is this bacterial issue, and I'm just collating as much information as I possibly can right now to educate myself as much as possible and make my plan of action going forward to the best of my ability. So in relation to the pond, I've had no significant changes at present. I still have 14 fish in there. Wanda is unfortunately now both sides of the fins are readied up. Rosa is not great. The shower, little Tigger, he's down the bottom a lot. There are a few marks on the others, but obviously the others have a lot more colour in them, so it's a little bit harder to see. It does look like it's spreading, but unfortunately it looks like the weather's taking a bit of a turn. So the temperature in the pond is going to be going down. It's like a yo-yo of emotions that go on in relation to this. I did contemplate heating the pond again. Not that I've heated before, but I was thinking about heating it previously due to this situation in the winter. Just to like force it through, but I'm contemplating a million different things at the minute, and I don't know the exact method or way forward in relation to this. I just know that I'm going to be taking some time out, plan my course of action, get together the information that is needed, and speak to the people that I'm required to speak to. Like I say, it doesn't change anything. It really doesn't change anything. It's just that I don't think there's any benefit in a lot of the messages that I've received, the direct messages, phone, Instagram, things like that. People aren't feeling great and they're feeling really sad, and I know it's an emotional time, and I'm sharing this emotional time because I felt like it's right, or I feel like it's the right thing to do, because this is where I'm at, and I don't want to have like get rid of all my fish and then just start again and you guys not really know why it's happened. But I don't want to get too bogged down in the how. Not on this channel, I don't want to anyway. Yeah, it's sad and it's just not making people happy, but unfortunately this is the reality of the world in which we live in. Some of the comments I've received are mind-blowingly good. Obviously we've got a few little, as I call them, nincompoops, and some people thinking I'm protecting, which have also been removed. That isn't the case. That isn't the case. But I just want to get back to enjoying my pond. But unfortunately this isn't going to be a long, this isn't going to be a quick journey, is it? It's going to be something that's slow. And in relation to the Veterinary Act of Parliament thing that I discussed with Paula, I think I'm going to do an episode in the future in relation to that, because I think it's really important, as I've got like a semi-public voice or a certain amount of people, eyeballs that watch me, that I feel like I can have an impact on that particular area if I can, to assist not Paula but the koi community in making antibiotic injections in some way, method or form, or koi care more accessible in the UK, that you don't have to go to the black market to save your fish, to save your pets. Because when you're in a position like this, with your kids, with everything, it is emotional, it's upsetting. They have antibiotics for dogs, cats, humans, and I just can't wrap my head around properly. Obviously I do not know the ins and outs of this. It's above my station, well above my station, but it does not make sense to me. Koi keeping has been a hobby in this country for centuries, I think, probably. I don't actually know, so you can drop that in the comments, because I don't actually know how long the hobby has existed in this country. But I know it's a hell of a long time, and it is a passionate thing. It's not flash in the pan that's going to go away tomorrow. So I think the government, in my opinion, do need to take some course of action to support this community, to be able to make care more sustainable, accessible, basically help us to help our koi. Because as we know, in the world that we live in at the minute, unfortunately bacteria is a killer. and it goes around, and we need to keep this. We need to be able to access treatments that are good for our fish, and maybe that's the one part of the area that maybe we can have an impact on. YouTube can actually be a positive influence to koi keepers all over. That would be the dream, yeah. To try and make an impact on making koi care more accessible and more realistic and more supported, to enable us to look after our pets effectively in times of crisis that like I'm experiencing now. Because the people that are suffering now are me and my family, especially my boys, especially my older boy that is able to grasp and isolate his favourite fish. And to my knowledge, or talking to Dr. Paula the other day, which I'm developing a closer relationship with now, or I will be developing a closer relationship with now. I've spoke to her a few times now on the phone, and unfortunately over the next month I'm going to be speaking to her, next month or two, I'm going to be developing a hell of a lot closer relationship with her, because she is somebody that knows, because in the koi keeping community there's a lot of people with strong opinions, and opinions are fantastic, and sometimes it can lead to great things. It can lead to knowledge and support and growth, and they can work for you, but sometimes they're just opinions, they're not really facts. And that's what it is in this hobby. It's quite subjective. A lot of people can look at a 6 and think it's a 9, and a 9 a 6, and they'll argue until they're blue in the face about which way it is. And like I say, it's so grey that because it's not definitive, there is so many areas for people to move into and get confused with what they're reading, what they've saw, what they've seen on the internet, what's been repressed by people that don't really know what they're talking about, which is a world problem, not a koi problem. That's a world problem, in my opinion. The internet has its good sides, but it also has its massive detrimental sides, which are basically information is not governed on the internet by a governing body. Anyone such as me can come on here now and tell you that this fish is real. That wasn't planned, that's mad. This fish is real, and convince you that this fish once lived and now it's been like frozen into a plastic body and that was a real fish. Obviously that is utter bullshit, but a lot of the stuff online is utter bullshit. So you get my point, what I'm saying. Anyway, so I'm going to be taking this 2-month-ish break. I don't know how long it'll be, but in my head I'm planning 2 months. I'm saying 2 months because I want you guys, my loyal subscribers and viewers that genuinely care about where I am, because it is beautiful, the people that message me with support. Because yeah, I just want you to rest easy knowing I'm alright. It isn't breaking me, and nor will it break me. Do you know what I mean? It is emotional, it is challenging, it is difficult. Everyone that's had a pet knows what this feels like. It's emotional, do you know what I mean? When you, especially like looking, it's not even just pets, it's like life, isn't it? When you're looking at something and expecting them to die, it's not a nice feeling. It's not something I want to share in and be part of my channel. I know I keep saying that, I keep talking about that, because I keep trying to convince myself it's going to get better, it's going to get easier, I'm going to get back to doing what I love. But unfortunately this situation here, this bacterial problem, it's not like my PP incident, which was my fault. I put too much PP in, potassium permanganate, starved the fish of oxygen and killed a lot of my great fish, which has now put me in this position, because then I went to try and replace the fish. So it's not a whole vicious cycle of shit, really. Off the top of my head, that's what it is. It's just turned into a very negative ball, but we'll turn it round and it'll come good again. It's just sometimes you've got to go backwards to go forwards, or figure your way out. And I know that I love doing this YouTubing. I know that I love I love the thought of people coming off buzzing about like my koi fish journeys to where I've been, what I've been looking at, this, that and the other, getting excited about stupid little things, looking at new fish and being buzzing. In fact, brings me on to my next point is, guess what? I'm not going to be that koi that we call subster. I'm going to have to tell Dave that I'm not going to be having it. So that koi will obviously, that shower, that absolutely amazing shower, in fact, to try and put it in here to make some positivity, that will be available at UK Nishigoi unless he's already sold it. But that fish is beautiful, 50 centimeters like in size. It is an exceptional beast of a fish, and I was buzzing to be looking at that. And if you want to scoop up that fish and you want to put it in your pond, I'll allow you to change its name. Might even come down and see it, you never know. I don't know what that's like, looking at something that you could have won, maybe. But it doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, in a nutshell, I'm going to be going dark for a while, but I'm all good. I know there's somebody else coming back online very soon, and I love his channel. So I'm going to be watching him like a hawk and making me laugh and buzz my giblets off, because he's really great. So at least you've got something good to watch. In relation to other channels and stuff like that, I'm not particularly watching much, and anything that I don't like I unsubscribe to. I remove it from my feed and I ban the channel from my feed. So I'm not up to date with everything that's going on out there and what people are saying and doing, and I'm not part of it, so I don't really care. The more attention that you give a channel that you don't like and don't agree with, you are actually supporting them. So if you're on here and you've watched this video in a negative mindset about me, I'd like to say thank you for helping me grow on YouTube by watching my videos. It is truly appreciated. Anyway, on that lovely bombshell, I am off inside and I've got training tonight, so I'm going to get that stress out of me. And I'm just going to be buzzing going forward. It's my son's birthday soon, and yeah, there's nothing else to say. Koi Fish Johnny, over and out, and we'll be doing a head count on return. Take care, guys.